How's it going, Knicks Mob? This is OUA Knicks Podcast, here tapping in with you after the Knicks game against the Indiana Pacers. And I just want to give you my input on how the Knicks played this evening, what I liked and what I didn't like when it came to the game. Now, before I get into it, I humbly ask that you hit that like button and subscribe so you can stay in tune with me and be alerted anytime we drop a new video or go live. It's simple and will definitely help this channel grow to our 1,000 subscriber goal. So thanks in advance and let's talk Knicks. Now, our starting line has the potential to blow out teams before the bench even touch the floor. As long as they are aggressive, and they have been these last two preseason games, most notably RJ Barrett and Jalen Brunson. They both have come out aggressive, attacking the basket being Brunson, while Barrett is hitting 3-point shots and attacking as well. And although they had some trip-ups in the game, I still see that they played well together and could be a dynamic duo this season. Randall too, along with them, even though he still hasn't found himself in first quarters, but he turned it on in the second quarter, attacking the rim and scoring at will. So maybe I'm reading too much into it. It could be him trying to, let everybody eat and find his spots. So I'm gonna hold off of Randall for the time being and just chalk it up to the game that he's just being a good team player. Now, something that I did notice with the Knicks is our bench needs work. Hartenstein needs to up his defense, and he plays it terrible, and he turns over the ball entirely too much. And it took a lot for them to score in the beginning outside of Rose and Obi. The shooting from three was horrible at times, but a few came at the right moment. Now, Emmanuel quickly, he's doing good, but he's still not facilitating at the rate I know he can. IQ needs to work on his defense, although he's gotten better. Now, he couldn't guard Mathurin, and when he was on him, it looked totally bad. And although he had a few good passes, it's clear that IQ still is a score-first guard. He still takes head-scratching three-pointers. Had 3 in the first minutes he came into the game. And it took Rose to carry the offense, but IQ did get it going in the third, putting the game away, scoring 10 points in that quarter alone, which is good to see, not to mention he upped his defense also in that quarter. Heading back to the second quarter, I do want to touch on the fact that the Knicks do look good when Barrett leads the second unit. We need to see more of that. Because of Barrett's playmaking skills, he got the ball to Deuce on a great 3-point. Not to mention, RJ has also upped his defense. He's playing the passing lanes better, and he's closing the back door more. Now, one person that I want to definitely talk about in this video is Obi Toppin. When I say greatness, I mean greatness. Obi played great defense and had a good block and a steal early in the game. He scored easy, taking the defense off the dribble and going to the rim, and had a highlight on TJ McConnell in the third quarter with the through the legs dunk. Obi just seems to be going with the flow of the game. It seems like the game has really slowed down for him, and it's made him a better player. Hands down, he was the best player on the floor the entire night. And if this is what to come the entire season, I see no reason why he can't get at least 20 plus minutes per night. He wound up finished with 24 points, and he was shooting 4 of 5 from deep. Another person that I want to talk about is Brunson a little bit more. When I say that his footwork is among the best in the league, I truly mean that his footwork is amongst the best in the league. I'm talking about up there with the Embiids and Nikola Jokic. He scores easy and draws fouls just as easy. And although he had a couple of lapses on defense, I have to say I still don't see him being a liability, because overall he held his own. He was getting into players and disrupting their movement, and that's something that you like to see from a player that's Jalen Brunson's size. Lets you know that he can definitely hold his own on the court. Now let's get back to the second quarter. The Knicks did start the second half kind of poorly, letting the Pacers score 5 points in seconds, causing Tibbs to take a quick timeout. He also got mad at Barrett later, after the Knicks came back strong after the timeout. But eventually they let Indiana back in it, and that's where the problem came. Barrett helped too much on a weak side drive, which left his man open on a corner three, which is a problem of his, but like I said, something he didn't do a lot these last couple of games, so I'm not too worried about that. Overall, the Knicks had a okay third quarter. Nothing too bad, but nothing special either. Now, can this be a problem in the future? I hope not. And to be honest, I don't think so, because the Knicks so far have proven that not only do they have a power starting five, but they have a bench that could come in and maintain the flow or create the flow if the starters aren't playing well. I think this season is truly going to shock a lot of people, save for a few of us like me. But overall, it was a good game, and hopefully we can learn from the bad and build on the good. This is OUA signing out, and if you're new to the channel and want to support, please show it by subscribing to the channel. And with that, have a good night, stay safe, and remember to always lead by example.